This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Raiders nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. Brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that puts them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Block off of play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got him in. It's Judy complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. On 1st down, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now Jones. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Gets around him. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. He'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Caught by Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Carr completes it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Clock now on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Maurice Hurst. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on second and long. Lock on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, Lock. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23.
Down, Denver.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a play fake, and here's Lock. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Corey Littleton coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders, nothing.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On second and goal, here's the option. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Block working out of the gun. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Try this thing. They're at the 5, fourth and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. KJ Hamler, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time they've got the lead. Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his car. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive,
and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie David Arnett picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Carr to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth.
On the play. It's fourth down.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Locking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This is the tight end fan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Denver.
Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier in this game is a workhorse. He can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until
the football comes out, Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On play action, it's Carr. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Daniel Carlson.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And down he goes. Brought down. Sack. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll get this route past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Lock. They'll fire one down. And it's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That score that they just gave.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be brought down here at 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. And quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Get his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Now Carr again. He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Broncos 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the Raiders have got it. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Broncos.
From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end fan. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Locke working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Carr now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you can hit the jackpot there.
12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Denver.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 2nd-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Gordon, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 30. 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Operating from the gun. Locke able to get this to Gordon. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now Locke again. Now Locke, he wants the football to tell. And the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50. 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Makes the score Broncos 50, Raiders 20. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Locke off of play action. Rolling to his right. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And it's third.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Flushed out right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And it's on for the field goal. A 39-yard.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how any...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Final score, Broncos 56, Raiders 20.